All right, everybody. Welcome to the Eastern Hancock Daleville basketball game. We're here at Daleville High School. You are watching Cooper Cam. As Cooper Bechtel, we strapped a camera to him. And Cooper needs to work on several things, but one may be not being as shaky. We'll work on that. All right. We'll take the shaky Cooper Cam down here.
It does look like he's having a fun time with it, though.
He is having a blast. So, see if he can get the layup lines. I want to see his angle for layup lines here. Sorry, I know it's bouncy, but Cooper's having a blast. So, where else do you get that kind of shot? I mean, look at that action. All right. So, hope you enjoyed our first edition of Cooper Cam. I think we're going to get the kid a gimbal for next time and maybe they'll smooth it out a little bit. So, we're here. We have about 6 minutes left before tip-off between the Eastern Hancock Royals and the Daleville Broncos. Daleville on the season is 3-3, and this is only the second time since 2008 that the Broncos have been 500 or better 6 games into the season. Their head coach, Tyler Stotler's in his 4th year. This is his first head coaching job. He's 33-42 overall. Daleville's been playing well. Their 3 wins were over Blue River, Westdale, and Elwood. So I think their 3 losses were Monroe Central, Shenandoah, and Tri. And thank you, Cooper. Those are all teams that, I mean, we beat Westdale by single digits last game, and I think they beat them by 4. Offensively, they're averaging 55.5 points a game and giving up 57. They seem to like to slow it down a little bit more than we do in the little bit that I've seen of them play. The Royals come into this game 7-0. This is the 4th time in school history that we've started a season with 7 wins. And that would be the 1976-77 season, 89-90. And 17-18. So this is only the 4th time we've done that. No EH team has ever started the season 8-0. So that's a record we're going for here tonight. So the Royals are 7-0, coached by Aaron Spalding. Coach Spalding is 247 and 229 for his career. All of those wins and losses coming here at Eastern Hancock. Key wins are Westdale, Adams Central, and Cambridge City Lincoln. Offensively, we're averaging 63 points a game and giving up 50. I believe this is also the most points we've averaged this far into a season since 2008-2009.
And this offense that we have it's very electric. It's a lot of three-point shooting. It's high tempo.
Yeah, there's not a lot of teams that are going to be able to hold us down. We can pretty much score at will. And I really like it when we get out and run. This is the 29th meeting between these two schools. The Royals hold the all-time series lead, 17-11, but the average margin of victory in games between these two teams is less than 2 points. So known for close games, including last year when the Royals won by 2. Zach Arnold hit a game-winning layup right at the buzzer to win it for the Royals. And the other thing is these two teams used to meet every year. So from 1970 until 1994, these two teams played every season, and then from 94 till 2017, we didn't play. I don't know what happened with the scheduling. We just stopped playing each other. And then when we joined the MEC in 2017, we started playing again. A couple of records to watch for here. Landon O'Neill is currently sitting at 18th for career points in Eastern Hancock history. 4 points behind the great A.J. Meggie.
And he's only 9 points behind Kyle Barentine. So he could move up to 16th by the end of tonight.
Yeah. Kyle Barentine, currently the superintendent at Hagerstown. He was also the quarterback on the 1985 state championship team. there's your fact of the day.
Galleon's fun facts.
Galleon's fun facts. He's also tied for 22nd right now. Landon is with career field goals made, one behind A.J. Meggie at 255.
And he's fourth in three-pointers with 144. He's 15 behind Addison True.
I don't think he's going to catch Addison tonight. If he hits 15 threes tonight, that will be fantastic.
Doesn't he have the record for most threes in the game?
He does, against Union Modoc.
Wasn't it 10?
Well, we were about to look it up. It's in our thing here. He hit 9 against Union Modoc in 2019. So the old record was 8. And he did that, yeah. I had somebody ask me about the JV stats. I did get them, so let me throw them up here for you. So final JV stats. Grant finished with 15, Charlie with 13, Jaden with 7, Isaac with 6, Chase Stewart with 4, Braden Sullivan and Griffin Brown with 2 each. Grant Gray had 9 rebounds, Griffin Brown had 7, Jaden Stein had 5 rebounds. And offensive rebound, we had 10 offensive rebounds for the game. So that's just, I mean, we had quite a few misses. We have rebounded about a quarter of our misses, so that's really good for the game. So those were the JV stats there. All right, we're getting ready for the national anthem. The flag is descending from the ceiling as we speak. We're going to have the national anthem, and then we'll be back here with starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Daleville High School. At this time, if you would please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag for the singing of our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so I'm here again. We're live from Daleville High School. We are here for tonight's varsity matchup between the Eastern Hancock Royals and the Daleville Broncos. I'm here with Turner Myers doing the varsity game. We're going to have starting lineups, but I think it will be, I think they're going to go through the non-starters first. Yeah, they're going to do non-starters first here. All right. Go ahead and run our starting lineups. It'll put the Broncos first here, but these are the probable starters for the Broncos. Number 3, Camden Leisure, a 5'10 junior. Number 5, Dylan Scott, a 6'1 sophomore. Number 10, Tim Arnold, a 6'2 junior. Number 23, Travion Johnson, a 6'2 junior. Number 24, Caden Gothrop, a 6'2 senior. The Royals will go with the same starting lineup that they've used all season. The Spalding twins, Silas, number 2, and Jacob, number 11. Number 15, Cole Rainbolt, the 5'11 junior. Number 21, Landon O'Neill, the 6-foot junior. And inside, in the post, number 35, Cyrus Burton, the 6'2 junior. And again, I said probable starters for the Broncos because I was just using the little bit of film I watched of them play Monroe Central to talk about that. Now, I will note, if we mention any stats from the Broncos tonight, they did not have stats posted for their most recent game, so their stats are through their first 5 games instead of their first 6, just so everybody knows. The Royals are here in the middle of a 3-game conference stretch. Obviously they defeated the Westdale Warriors on Wednesday. We have Daleville tonight, and then we are at Wapahani next Friday to kind of finish up this little conference stretch.
And the game against Westdale was their first game of the season without getting over 60 points.
Yes, it was.
Which is pretty impressive for high school basketball.
Mm-hmm. So we're set to get underway. The last 2 years, these have been entertaining games for the Royals and the Broncos. I know 2 years ago we were here. It was a really tight game until a Bronco point guard got injured, and the Royals were able to pull away a little bit towards the end. And then last year, like I said earlier, junior Zach Arnold banked in a layup right at the buzzer to win the game. Here we go, Cole Rainbolt and Caden Gothrop set to jump.
And Cole will win it for the Royals.
Jacob Spalding with it.
Silas with it. Cyrus is going to take the 3 from the top of the wing, and it's off.
No, Johnson with the rebound. So Leisure running the point, gets it to Johnson. Johnson backs down Landon O'Neill, puts it up and in for 2. Full court pressure here from the Broncos. Looks like man pressure though, so Royals clear out and Jacob Spalding will bring it up, guarded by Scott.
Cole with it on the wing.
Top to Burton, hands off to O'Neill.
Landon kicks to the corner.
Back to Landon on the wing. Daleville doing a nice job of jumping everywhere on defense, not giving the Royals anything.
Cole's going to fade away. He's going to get his own rebound.
Puts it up and in. Johnson went for the block instead of the block out, and Cole Rainbolt with a quick 2 to get started. Ties it up at 2.
Kick to the corner.
Scott's 3, no.
Johnson.
Nobody put a body into Johnson.
3 from the top of the key and
Tim Arnold
in and out.
And I read the scouting report on Johnson. It's put a body into him every time a shot goes up. He's a good offensive rebounder. He's averaging 7 rebounds a game.
Silas with the ball, guarded by Johnson at the top of the key.
Over to his brother up top to Landon O'Neill. Landon drives, kicks to Silas. Silas over to Rainbolt, working on Arnold.
Cole pull up three from the wing, and it's
buries
good.
it. Cole Rainbolt has the first 5 for the Royals, and that's good because he has been cold from beyond the arc lately.
But Cole's also a player where he doesn't have to put the ball in to make an impact on the game. He does so much outside of that with rebounding, defense, and passing the ball.
Oh, yeah, Cole's our leading rebounder on the team, so he does a lot.
Drives in and
puts it up.
Kind of just willed that one in there, it looked like.
Johnson scores, and the Royal lead is now 1. Jake Spalding working on Scott. Gets
Dishes
around
it to Cyrus, and the
Cyrus puts it up and in. And like I said, this is the pace that Eastern wants to play. I think Daleville wants to slow this down a little bit. They want this game to stay in the 50s. If they can keep it in the 50s, that's good for them. If it gets up in the 60s, that's good for the Royals. Leisure with the ball.
He's going to dump it down.
Dishes it to Gothrop.
Can't hold on to it.
Yeah, Gothrop just couldn't handle it. We got a little lucky there because he had an open lane to the basket.
And on that possession, I noticed that Cyrus did a really good job. Travion Johnson cut, and it would have been wide open if Cyrus didn't help on that.
Jacob Spalding trying to get around Scott. He does, finds Rainbolt, but that pass is deflected by Tim Adams. Four and a half minutes left here in the first quarter. Royals lead by 3. Silas Spalding
gets it to his brother.
Jacob hands off to Rainbolt. Rainbolt doing a lot of dribbling here.
Landon drives in on Johnson.
Puts up a wild shot, but he's going to get fouled.
Foul.
That'll put Landon at the 9 to shoot 2. That was the first foul of the game for either team.
And Landon puts it in to increase the lead to 4 here. And the other one is good.
Comley hits them both. Scott with it in the corner. Has it poked away over to Leisure. Trying to get it inside to Johnson, and Landon pokes it away, and it's going to be out of bounds off Landon O'Neill. So Scott to inbound. I just heard Daleville's coach call this inbound play 72. You always have to wonder, how do you come up with names? Surely you don't have 72 out of bounds plays.
No.
So where do you how do you come up with that?
I think they do it based off the last number. So it's just called 2, but they say 72 so you don't repeat 2 over and over again.
Makes sense. We do that in football. Leisure to Scott.
Screened by Johnson. He's going to get a wide open lane off of it.
Scott pulls up from the short volleyball line.
And the score is 6-9.
Silas with the ball up top. Gets it to Jacob on the wing. He's got Landon.
Landon deep 3. It's
perfect.
Good.
Landon O'Neill's got 5, and Cole Rainbolt has 5, and the Royal lead is 6.
Drew White looks to check in for the Royals for the next dead ball.
Probably to get Cyrus. Landon pokes it away from Johnson. Nice hustle play by Landon O'Neill there.
Landon's defense has improved a lot from the last year to this year, I've noticed.
Yes.
And Landon's going to drive in.
Oh, couldn't get it. Johnson with the rebound. Just couldn't finish with that.
Daleville's going to move it up the court here. He's going to drive, and
Scott, no.
I think he was looking for a foul.
Yes, he was. Cyrus Burton with that rebound. Jacob Spalding. Hands to his brother.
Cyrus kicks to Cole. Spalding's going to get an off-ball screen here, and he's going to pull. And that one's good as too. And Daleville's going to have to call a timeout to stop the run.
3 threes here by the Royals in the first quarter, and they lead by 9, 15-6. Remember that you can help us out greatly by subscribing to the YouTube channel. That will help us out tremendously by subscribing to the Eastern Hancock Athletics YouTube channel. You can also subscribe on Facebook and Twitter. But the YouTube one, the more subscribers we get, we can stream from more devices. So that really helps us out when you guys do that. We appreciate it.
Drew White does check in for Cyrus here, and Drew's hustle has been really great these past 3 or 4 games, I've noticed.
Yeah, Drew has been all over the floor, and he's done a nice job of providing a spark off the bench. And I think that's why Coach Spalding has been bringing him off the bench, because Johnson with another rebound, putback.
That's good.
I think Coach Spalding, as I was saying, has been bringing him off the bench, not because he's not as good, because he's actually been playing more than some of our starters.
Yeah.
But just for that spark.
And
standing on your
that's good.
cord.
And Edric's going to check in for
Silas. Still no substitutions for the Broncos. Johnson hits the free throw.
Was it just me, or was his free throw, like, was he way off to the left when he shot that?
It seemed like it.
Edric with it in the corner. He's going to feed the
Hits
cutting
Landon.
O'Neal, and
Oh, just can't get it. That's what we want, though. We've been missing that pass all season, and we finally get it.
And Leisure throws it off Drew's shoe. I think they're going to call a kickball there.
Cameron Wise and Zach Arnold Ziffel checking in, as O'Neal and Jacob Spalding take the seat.
So Cole Rainbolt's the only starter left out there on the floor.
And this was the group, though. This group of 5 right here was the group that gave us a huge spark against Westdale last
Yeah,
week.
we started off really slow against Westdale.
Drew just picked up his second, I think. Or did they call the previous one on? Oh, no, they called the previous foul on Landon. That's what
Drew's
it was.
first.
Drew's first, team's second or third. Thought it was our second.
Johnson with the ball. He gives it to Leisure. And the 3 from Daleville is good.
Arnold hits that. He's their leading scorer. Tim Arnold's averaging over 18 points a game.
Zach's going to take it up court.
And Arnold's 50% from behind the arc, 12 of 24.
And our Arnold's going to drive in.
Got contact, but no call. Scott traveled, but they didn't call that. Arnold
and
pulls
Arnold's
up.
Again, in and out.
He was just feeling it.
And Leisure's going to end up with it. Leisure with the ball, kicks to Arnold up top. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Royals by 3. Arnold gets the screen, drives, splits the defense, and then gets the and one. Let's look at that. We just didn't pinch down enough. He just got beat, and Arnold has a chance here to tie it up.
And his free throw is
no good.
Off back iron.
Wise with the rebound.
And looks like Coach Spalding's going to ask them to hold for the last shot here with about 30 seconds left here in the quarter.
And he said unless we have something.
And I think
probably
we got
that.
something.
Oh, we missed. That's the third layup we missed.
Arnold with the ball up court. He's going to take it back out. And now Daleville will look to hold the last shot. Unless Leisure pulls this, and it's good.
Buries it. Goodness gracious. I mean, you can't fault us. We wanted that layup.
Yeah, you just got to put it in. And Arnold.
Zach Arnold draws the foul on Scott. Are they going to call him shooting, or are they going to call him on the floor? Nope, they're going to call him on the floor.
Eastern with 3.2 left here.
I have no idea. Number 20 just checked in the game.
That is not on our roster.
Coleman Newsom is on the JV roster, so I'm going to say maybe that's Coleman Newsom.
And with 3 seconds left, it's a kick out to Wise. Wise for three. Off back iron, and it's not going in.
Gothrop with the rebound.
And Eastern will go into the second down 2.
We had a 15-6 lead, and
they went on an
11-0 run.
Yeah.
We just can't do that. We can't do it. So, you got to see the Daleville cheerleaders there. So again, we're here starting the second quarter, but started out the first half of that first quarter was great for the Royals, and the second half was terrible.
We had a lot of open looks on layups. We just couldn't. We did. They just seemed short.
I know. So I'm here again. We're in Daleville High School in Daleville, Indiana. I'm Michael Gallion, and I'm here with Turner Myers.
And the same 5 that ended the quarter will start the quarter for Coach Spalding and the Royals.
Same for the Broncos.
Arnold gets the ball. He's going to give it to Leisure.
Guarded by Zach Arnold. I'm going to call Zach Arnold Ziffel and Tim Arnold Arnold.
And Johnson and Leisure had a miscommunication. Arnold was able to recover the ball, and he's going to drive on Cole, pull up mid-range.
Nice defense by Cole. Cam Wise with the backside rebound.
Cam's going to push. Give it to Drew on the wing.
We find Edric.
Edric's going to drive, and we hit a layup finally.
Edric's he gets to the lane, so I don't know.
He's really good at finishing.
I know, but it's just like you don't think he should get there. He just finds little pass to the lane through guys.
And the ball's loose, and Arnold, you're not catching him. He's too fast.
Zach Arnold with the scoop and score there.
And Cole reaches for it. He's not going to get it. Edric's going to pick up Arnold. And he's going to find Johnson.
Who misses but gets his own rebound.
And he misses again. Drew with the board and loose
Saves
ball.
it to
Miller
Eddie.
with it. Doesn't have numbers. He's going to give it to Cole. Oh, he has wide open Cam Wise underneath. He breaks it off the iron.
Royals still lead by 2, 19-17 here. Which also happened to be part of the year of World War I.
That's a history teacher right there.
Arnold gets it inside to Gothrop.
Drew
goes over the left shoulder and just kind of walked down Drew, and nice move there by Gothrop. He's their second leading scorer, averaging 14 a game.
Wise is going to drive baseline.
He's got Cole in the opposite corner.
Cole corner pocket. Yeah.
And then Wise knocks Leisure down. All tied up at 19. Landon O'Neill is going to check in and replace Cam Wise, and Silas Spalding will check in and replace Cole Ringbolt. Dylan Scott came in and got, who we say 20 was? Coleman Newsom. Scott having trouble getting it in. Oh, I thought Drew could have stole that. Got himself out of position, though.
Blocked by White, and that has to be on Edric, because I don't think Drew touched him.
We'll see. Oh, poop. That's not what I want. We'll see the whole thing here, I think. They called it on Drew. That was clean by Drew.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit with the hip, but.
And the first free throw is off.
Gothrop misses.
As
He's
Drew's going to check out, and so will Arnold.
Gothrop's only a 42% free throw shooter. One thing I was looking at, if this game comes down to free throws, Daleville has struggled at the line in their first 5 games.
Second one is good, giving Daleville a 1-point lead.
So the Royals have both Spaldings, O'Neal, Burton, and Edric Miller. Jake Spalding can't get it by Scott. Gets the switch that he wants. Cyrus Burton guarded by Scott. Oh.
Ooh, he could have spun the opposite way and probably got a bucket. And turnover forced by Daleville.
Tim Arnold steals it away from Silas Spalding.
And Arnold's going to give it to Johnson underneath. And Johnson and Arnold are both really good players.
Yeah, you could tell they've got a group of guys here, just kind of like us. They've got a group of juniors that have been playing together a while.
Landon with the ball guarded by Johnson. He gets by him. Landon
off.
I
think Landon knocked it out of bounds, yeah. Yeah, Johnson, Arnold, and Leisure are all juniors. And I think they all played a decent amount as freshmen. I know they played as sophomores quite a bit last year. Newsom just checked back in.
Leisure's going to walk the ball up the court. Eastern in a 2-3 now, it looks. And he's going to
Landon with the steal.
Landon with the interception. And he's going to get by Leisure, and he's
take it all the way in.
Layup.
Interceptions fitting. Landon was named All-County Honorable Mention today for football.
Congratulations. Landon, and Johnson draws contact and gets a foul.
Yeah,
that was a questionable call, I'd say. Wasn't a whole lot of contact there, but and yeah, he's really over to the left side on that free throw.
Yeah, he is.
Interesting.
I mean, he is almost to the left of the M in MEC, and you would think the E is centered up at the middle of the rim.
And he hits
it. Works. Yeah, Landon and Cole were 2 basketball players both named All-County Honorable Mention for football this year on defense.
And Johnson's second free throw rolls around and won't go.
Caden Sotelo, Chase Riggs, and Connor Knutson were first-team All-County on the defensive team. Offensive team will come out later.
Caden Sotelo was really fun to watch on defense. He would fly around and put his whole body on the line.
Yes, he was. Chase Riggs, first-year starter, was great,
Landon in the corner for 3, and it's
just too hard.
Off left. And
Johnson pulls down another rebound.
And Landon got a hand on it, it looked like.
He did. That was a good hustle play by Landon, just not quite there.
Jacob with the ball. He's going to give to Cyrus behind him. And
Cyrus has got a lane.
He's got it, and
there we go. They just lost track of him there. I think they weren't sure who was guarding who.
Eastern down 2 with a little under 4 minutes left. Eastern sticking in their 2-3.
Arnold up top. They get it into Johnson in the high post.
Johnson gets inside.
Nothing there.
Good box out by Cyrus. He backed him up about 3 feet.
Yeah. Johnson was about to go up for it and I think thought better. Silas beats Arnold and then throws it away.
He didn't expect Cyrus to cut. As Cole Rainbolt will check back in for Edric. And the original starting 5 is back on the court.
So 3.5 minutes left here. Royals trail by 2. Camden Leisure with the ball. Gets it in the high post to Johnson. Over to Arnold, back to Leisure.
Johnson, he's going to drive again on Cyrus, and it's
not there. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Gothrop.
I don't think Johnson's a shooter at all. He looks to drive a lot.
He had 21 on us last year. This game last year, he scored 21 points and 6 rebounds. And I think a lot of them were putbacks and stuff around the basket.
Jacob with the ball. He's going to receive a ball screen from Cyrus. He's going to go inside. Cyrus from the top, the key 3, and it's just short.
Silas Spalding tries to deflect it off Tim Arnold, but can't quite do it.
And Eastern will pressure here in like a zone. And Arnold's going to get it to Johnson. Johnson's going to feed to the corner.
Ooh, we're lucky we got a hand on that, or else you would have had their best three-point shooter wide open.
Arnold takes the jump shot.
No.
Rolls around the rim and won't go.
Cole Rainbolt, nice block out of Gothrop, and he gets the rebound.
And Cole feeds to Cyrus. Cyrus thought about the three and
gets the foul on Gothrop. They'll say that Gothrop hand checked him there. It's only his first, team's third. Royals have 6 fouls, so Daleville in the bonus now. So get it into Cyrus Burton, over to Jake Spalding. Oh, he found Cyrus on the slip.
He just couldn't put enough under it. Oh, the fake pass.
Oh, there we go. Gothrop got called for the foul.
I'm glad they're calling it both ways.
I like the refs. He signaled using his butt that he fouled with his butt. That's 2 on Gothrop. And again, this is a team, Daleville's only used 1 sub.
And they don't seem to sub out Arnold, Johnson, or Leisure at all. Or 24, which is
Gothrop. Cyrus Burton.
First free throw is no good.
Averaging 4 points, a little over 2.5 rebounds. Scott's going to come in and get Gothrop.
And Cyrus splits the free throws.
Pulls us to within 1. We want to take this time to thank everybody that's been family sponsors of Eastern Hancock Athletics this year. Again, this has been a difficult year for schools all around, but especially our athletic departments. We haven't been able to sell nearly as many tickets as we normally would, and that's put a crimp on the funding for schools. So we appreciate our family sponsors. 84 family sponsors have stepped up and donated. And if you want to be the next, you can go to tinyurl.com/EHRoyalPride. You can see the link scrolling down there at the bottom of the screen to help support Eastern Hancock Athletics. Every dime you donate goes to help our athletic department cover the things that they need that they've missed out on with ticket sales this year.
Leisure will inbound out of the timeout for Daleville.
Broncos with a 1-point lead.
2:21 left here in the half.
Leisure hands off to Arnold.
Guarded by Cole. He's going to drive right. Kick out to Johnson in the corner.
Hands off.
Leisure's going to pull the mid-range off the glass. And
banks it in. He kind of stuck his hind end out like he was trying to draw a foul there, but kind of an awkward-looking shot. Royals swing it around, find Rainbolt under the basket. Oh, we just can't finish. And part of that, I think, is just we haven't hit that enough this season. We've missed those passes all season, and we just haven't gotten them to really work on.
Stolen by Spalding, and he's going to lay it in. And
nice job by Jacob Spalding picking the pocket for his first points of the game.
Get a foul on Cole. And that should give Daleville 1-on-1, right?
Yep. There's Jacob Spalding. You see that scoop and score there.
As
Edric checks in to get Cyrus Burton. Coach Hibbert with the nice camera work getting that play. We didn't miss anything there.
Shout out to Coach Hibbert. And the first free throw is no good.
Yeah, Adams missed it. Arnold missed it, I mean. He's only a 56% free throw shooter for somebody who averages 45% from the field, so. And 50% from 3. You'd think usually those numbers go together.
The cutter again, it's not there.
I like that we're looking for the cutter, though. We hadn't really looked for that the first 7 games.
Cole steps back for 3. It's
Hits
good.
It. Cole Rainbolt gives us the lead again.
About 54 seconds left here in the half. Leisure with the ball, out of control with it, and
call a jump, and it's going to go to Daleville. And the thing is, like, he got out of control, but we can't just let him blow past us like that, you know?
The ball will go to the Eastern Royals.
.46 seconds left.
Sorry about the clock here.
No, you're doing good. I'm sure we're going to hold here. Silas Spalding over to Landon.
Guarded by Johnson.
30 seconds remaining here. They're counting on Landon. That's awfully far for them to be counting for that 5-second call. 19 seconds left.
13. Jacob with the ball up top. They're going to
Gets it
feed
to
it
Cole.
down low. Jacob with the cut, and it's good play. Johnson with it with about 3 left. Cole, he lets him get by him, and it's
Puts
just
it up,
short.
no good. We kind of escaped because we scored a little earlier than we wanted, and we gave up a decent look, but
Cole, I don't think Cole wanted to get a cheap foul at the
no,
end
he
of the half.
didn't. No, I understand what Cole was doing there. Let me get the timer here. Waiting on them to start the clock. And then we'll throw the stats up there in just a sec. So a good recovery there in the second quarter. Again, Daleville led most of that second quarter, but we came back right at the end and took the lead. We're going to lead 31-27 here going into the half.
And we'd probably have a double-digit lead if we could just hit the layups that we've gotten.
Oh, we've missed at least 4 wide open. I mean, just easy layups. And again, I think my internet's just being slow. It's okay. We'll show you the stats, the game stats, when we come back from our halftime break. So we'll see you then. We'll come back after our halftime break. Nope, we'll do it now. Got it. I have to wait on an email, so that's why I do it. All right, so really balanced scoring here from the Royals. Cole Rainbolt leading us with 8. Landon O'Neill and Jacob Spalding with 7 each. Zach Arnold with 2 and Cyrus Burton with 5. Edric Miller with 2. 4 of 9 from behind the arc. That's good. Our 2-pointers, 8 of 18. Not great, but decent. Free throws, 3 of 4. We're being really efficient so far. So nice job by the Royals. I'd like to see a few more offensive rebounds. You only have 1 offensive rebound. We only have 4 assists. I'd like to see a few more assisted plays there. But overall, not a bad start. And again, let's balance scoring, which makes it hard to defend. So we will, like I said, we'll be back after the break here. And we will see you in about 8 minutes. All right, Turner and I are back here, getting ready to start the second half. We got about a minute left before the Royals and the Broncos tip off again. We did have a comment. Toby Atkins asked who won the JV game. The Royals were victorious. They pulled away after what was really a tight game for about 2.5 quarters. They pulled away in the end. Take a sec. Here's the MEC standings. You can look at both Daleville and Eastern Hancock in the MEC. Royals are tied with Monroe Central and Shenandoah for the lead at 2-0. Daleville right in the middle at 2-2. Again, they defeated, who was that? They defeated Westdale and Blue River and fell to Monroe Central and Shenandoah. The Royals are also the only unbeaten team in the MEC. Turner, you're getting compliments on the mic, too.
Oh, well, thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
So Leisure with the ball. Over to Arnold.
Out to Johnson. Johnson's thought about the jump shot and passed out of it, and Gothrop wasn't expecting it.
Nice little switch up there by the Royals coming out of halftime. Totally had the Broncos confused.
Cyrus going to set the screen, but Jacob's going to
just pull up and
three.
drill the three.
And the lead extends to 7 for the Royals.
He's had a couple of those lately where you're like, no, no, no. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, good.
It's not a good shot until it goes in.
Exactly.
Johnson with the ball in the high post. He's going to kick the Leisure in the corner.
His three is good, and he matches it.
He's got 2 of them from the corner, I think.
I think you're right. And again, we said at the start, Daleville wants to keep this game in the 50s. Eastern wants to play it up in the 60s. Right now, it's kind of right on the edge. It could go either way.
Silas gives this Jacob, and Jacob couldn't get the baseline drive to go. Screened by Cyrus. Landon with the ball up top.
Jacob
Jacobs
drives.
cuts in.
Nice take by
good.
Jacob Spalding.
Arnold's going to bring it up court for Daleville. Eastern still in 2-3. Gothrop with the ball in the high post, and he's going to kick to Arnold.
Arnold drives down the corner, gets it inside to Gothrop.
Cyrus.
And Gothrop has, I think he's finished just about every time he's gotten it inside.
Seems to be a pretty good post player.
And he just has that kind of touch. He's not huge. He's about the same size as Cyrus. He just has nice touch to finish. Landon with the crossover.
Jacob
nice
in the corner. Off the front of the rim, and the Spalding's chasing after him. And that's
out
off
of bounds.
The foot of.
Again, I don't think that's Newsom. They have Coleman Newsom. I don't think that's him. Because he had the other guys they had listed. Could be Carson Buck. I'm not sure.
Cole with the ball. He's going to give it to Jacob. And we're going to get a foul call off the ball.
I think that was Tim Arnold. Yeah, he held him up.
That is Tim Arnold's 3rd foul of the game.
That was his 3rd?
Yeah, I think that's what they said. 1st or 3rd.
It's hard to hear the announcer. He's got a nice PA voice, but a little quiet. Landon drives, rises up.
Floater in the lane,
hits
and
it.
that's good.
So good at that. Eastern back ahead by 6. Leisure in the corner, gets it into Gothrop. Gothrop's fouled by Cyrus. I believe that'll be 2 on Cyrus.
Eastern fouls on number 35, Cyrus Gordon. His second, team's first.
Yep, Cyrus is second. Team's first of the half. They get it into
in the
Leisure.
corner.
Leisure wasn't even looking to shoot. He had a wide open three.
And he's going to give it away to Spalding, and the Spalding fast break ends in a block by Leisure. He's going to corral it, and he's going to kick it to number 20.
That was actually a really nice play by Leisure to block that and then keep it in play.
And he might score. Oh, he thought about the three. He's going to kick it out to Gothrop. Arnold going to pull.
And Arnold buries the three. And again, you can't leave him open. He's a 50% three-point shooter, and he's already hit at least 2 tonight.
And if Spalding was there, he just didn't have his hand up.
Yeah.
O'Neal back to Cole in the corner.
But again, I read the scouting report on him. The scouting report on Johnson was to get a
O'Neal
body.
trying to answer back, and he won't. And that's a
Silas Spalding gets the rebound, and then Arnold picks up a foul. That must have only been his first because that's his second there, yeah. Nice hustle by Silas. Jacob with the ball up top, gets it. Oh, thought he was going to go to Rainbolt. Instead goes to O'Neal at the volleyball line.
I'm just waiting for him to just take one from there one of these days.
I'm surprised he doesn't do it more.
What a
nice
dime.
pass by Cole Rainbolt. Wraps it around the defender. And Cyrus Burton's got, I think, 6 or 7 points, and they've all been right there, just those beautiful plays.
He just finds the soft spot in the defense.
Just cleans it up. Royals back ahead by 5.
Gothrop with the ball, high post, and a kick to 20, and it's short.
Three's no good.
And Jacob with the rebound. Eastern up 5.
Jake to Cy.
Oh, he had Landon in the corner.
I know.
He's going to pull it, and it's good.
Royals lead is 8. 3.5 minutes gone here. 3.5 minutes remain in the third quarter.
Arnold, he had 20 wide open in the corner. He's got Leisure on the wing, and that's short.
Nobody blocked out Gothrop.
And Leisure's going to drive, throw up a layup, and
he was just trying to get the foul.
But the Royals played straight up defense. And
yep. That's the thing. So often you can just play straight up defense and force them into a tough shot. And Jacob Spalding loses the handle on it.
A couple people open. He just lost control of the ball.
Yeah, we're doing, in my opinion, we're doing a little too much dribbling. I know we've scored some here in this quarter, but we're just a little too much dribbling.
Coach Spalding's tie a little bit loose here in the second half.
Yeah, I think that's probably what he's talking about too. Is just we've got to keep our eyes up because we've had several times we've had guys wide open that we're just not hitting, and it's everybody. It's not just one person. We've seen, we've seen Jake miss a guy. We've seen Cy miss a guy. We've seen Cole miss a guy. We just need to, make sure that we keep our eyes up because while we're hitting shots, I'd rather have the easy ones.
Yeah. And once we get the easy ones, we have to hit those.
And that's been the thing, kind of the characteristic of this team is just we've been unselfish this year. When we've been unselfish and not worried about anything with ourselves, and we've been playing at our best.
Looks like Drew's going to check in for Cyrus here.
Yeah.
I think that was the only sub that was made during that dead ball by either team. Drew's going to set a screen.
Jake hits Cy.
Landon with the ball. He's going to drive on Johnson. He's going to draw contact.
Almost got the and one.
In and out on the layup.
But that's what I mean. There we had a couple opportunities at somewhat contested threes, and instead of taking them, we worked around until we got Landon driving and getting the free throws here.
And Landon misses a free throw, which is a rare sight to see.
That's his first miss of the season. He was 20 of 20 before that one.
And he will split the free throws, giving Eastern a 9-point lead.
So Landon's 21 of 22 on the season. He was going for that record. School record is 30 free throws in a row.
And Spalding pokes it away.
Nice job by Jacob Spalding to poke it away.
He didn't find any help, and that's a good play by Arnold to throw it off Cole. Leisure from the corner again, and that one's short. Cole's going to push it up for it, and
he's fouled there.
I think 20 is Zane Starkey, is what I heard.
Okay. So that's 4 fouls on the Broncos. Only 1 on the Royals.
Looks like they were trying to get a sub in, and they just...
He waited until really late.
And now they're...
Did he just say the clock wasn't running for 4 seconds? I don't know. There's a sub.
And he finally gets in, and he will take Zane Starkey. That is number 5, Dylan Scott, the sophomore.
So I don't know what that was there. Other than there's 2:10 on the clock. I don't know, they had whatever was going on there. Jake Spalding dishes over to Edric.
Edric's going to kick to O'Neal. Spin by O'Neal, floater.
No,
It's
Drew
off.
White
Oh.
right there. Nice job by Drew.
Took a hard fall. He seems to be okay.
And he got Gothrop to just pick up his 3rd. More importantly, I know Drew's probably worried about his spine. I like the fact that Gothrop has 3 fouls now.
As Jacob Spalding will inbound for the Royals. Gonna find Eddie in the corner. As Jacob will set the offense up. He's gonna kick to Drew. Drew's gonna drive in, and the layup by Drew is good.
And here's the thing. So here's what I noticed about Daleville. I think they have a good team, but they don't have any depth. They've only played 6 guys, and Starkey really hasn't done anything when he's been in there. So really, I mean, they've tried to stick with their starting 5 as much as possible, and you just see them getting worn down a little bit.
Yeah, we have a 9-man rotation, I believe, and
yes,
they're all very capable of just doing about almost anything, really. As
Arnold beats Edric there.
Get in for the layup on Edric.
Royals still lead by 9, but defensively, you can just tell they're kind of walking back on defense. They're not jumping to the passing lanes like they were in the first half. And it's a huge difference when you're playing with your starting 5 the whole time versus playing, 9-man rotation like we are.
Landon gets Johnson to jump and misses the mid-range. But yeah, especially with that as fast as we play, they're going to get worn down.
And playing man defense, you're chasing everything the whole time. It's just, it's exhausting.
Arnold underneath, and he finds...
I thought he scooted a foot there, but they're going to call a foul probably on Drew, yep. I think that's his 3rd.
That is his 3rd.
But again, the difference is Gothrop for them has 3. So does Drew, but
we also have Cyrus.
We have Cyrus to come right in.
And I don't think they have...
Well, looking at their stats, they only have 5 guys that average. They only had 6 guys that had more than 1 game's worth of stats in there. Starkey was the other one, and he only averages 2 a game. So really, the Merrick Johnson you see there for the stats, but he only played in 1 game.
As Arnold hits both free throws. And they cut the Royal lead down to 7 here with about 30 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
We'll hold for the last shot.
O'Neal guarded by Johnson. Arnold is checked in for us. About 13 seconds left here in the 3rd.
Clearing out for Landon.
Landon isoing, he's going to get the layup.
Oh, but he gets the foul.
The foul with about 4 seconds left here.
He got Johnson turned around, and the other thing with that is the 6th team foul on the Broncos, which means the Royals are in the bonus. So Landon averaging 17 a game, 4 rebounds, and impressively shooting 51% from the field.
Landon hits both.
He's starting a new streak is what he's doing here, I think. Arnold gets it.
He's going to pull from the volleyball line and
almost banked it in. So the Royals lead by 9 here at the end of the third quarter. We'll look at, we already showed you the MEC standings. Let's look at the Eastern Hancock sectional standings. Royals and Shenandoah Raiders. Royals are 7-0. Shenandoah is 7-2. Shenandoah, I will say, though, has played a much harder schedule than we have. They played Marion, they played Blackford, and they fell in the Hall of Fame Classic to Fort Wayne Blackhawk, who's a really, really good team. So Shenandoah is 7-2, but that, like I said, they played a tough schedule. Northeastern, same thing, 6-2. Northeastern is playing Warren Central tonight. So they got Warren Central to schedule them. Again, 2 really good teams there. And then, you know, right there, like I said, the Royals, you get 3 right in the top there with 6 wins. And then after that, it's just kind of a hodgepodge. Everybody together, Union County, Cambridge City, Centerville, Hagerstown, and Knightstown. Daleville sectional, definitely a winnable sectional for the Broncos. I don't know Liberty Christian very well. They're 6-3, but they've played kind of a weak schedule. Daleville, we've seen Tri-Central. Daleville, to me, looks better than Tri-Central.
Yeah.
So it looks like that could be a Daleville-West Dell duel there for that sectional title.
Your 5 on the court to start the quarter for the Royals is White, Spalding, Silas Spalding, Edric Miller, Zach Arnold, who drew the foul, and Cole Rainbolt.
They got Scott to foul him. And again, we're in the bonus, so Ziffel will shoot 1-1 here. He is not, he's 0 of 2 on the season from the free throw line.
And Zach
hits that one.
Will go in.
Only averaging 2 points per game. He got injured right at the last game of football season, and it took him a while to really get into the hang of things basketball-wise because he was out for a while with that injury.
Fans wanting a foul here, or a travel. As our 2-3 has extended about almost to the circle for our pressure. As Gotthard's on Arnold, and that.
I know Zach can be sneaky and catch guys like on the elbow or something. I just don't see that. We look at the replay here.
Yeah,
I don't know how that could have been a foul. I'm going to disagree with that one.
As Gotthard will miss.
Ball don't lie.
Exactly.
Again, excellent camera work here by Mr. Hibbert.
Gotthard hits the second to make it cut it down to a 10-point lead. Miller throws it in to the corner for Silas Spalding. Drew to the top of the key. Drew's going to drive in on Gotthard. He's going to hit Eddie on the cut. Eddie, the reverse layup's not going to go. He's going to get his own rebound.
Yep.
And he's going to kick out the Cole. And that's too strong.
Oh.
And we're going to get a foul.
Silas may get rung up for that one.
I see Corey Rainbolt throwing up the jump ball sign. She's still holding it up. There we go.
Now they called it on Cole, his second. Jacob Spalding checks back in for Arnold. Again, the Carlton family watching from the suburbs of Warrington.
And that's off Jake. We poked it away from Dylan Scott as he will inbound for Daleville. Eastern still in a 2-3.
With that 10-point lead for the Royals.
Oh, hounded
nice
by
job
Rainbolt
there.
and Spalding.
Cole Rainbolt comes away with that. He's going to find Edric. Nope, he finds Silas.
Silas is going to dribble it on the top of the key. He's going to kick it to Jake.
And he traveled,
and
drug the foot.
And Starkey will come in for Dylan Scott. I think those are the only two people that get subbed in and out for each other.
Yeah, unless there's been foul issues, that's all we've seen is those two switching in for each other.
Arnold's going to have it just a little bit past the volleyball line.
With only 2 seniors on this team here, Starkey and Gothrop are the only 2 seniors.
Looks like Landon O'Neill's going to check in at the next dead ball. Gothrop with the ball. Going to kick to Starkey. Arnold. Gothrop with the ball in the high post. Spalding poked it away.
Starkey's 3, no.
Drew.
Oh, and then Drew lost it.
Couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, that was just I mean, Drew was in the right place, had it, and I think he and Gothrop got a little tangled up.
As Cole Rainbolt will take a seat for Landon O'Neill. Johnson has the ball, top of the key. Johnson loses the ball. White with the steal. Drew one-on-one with Arnold, and he lost the ball, and they're going to say it stays with the Royals.
You know, I don't know why. I just noticed it, really. They went away from having Johnson play in the high post.
I know. I think that was the last time they put him in.
Yeah, the first quarter he played in the high post almost exclusively. And then right there, that last possession was the last time I've seen him there.
And their ball movement against the zone really isn't as fast as you would probably want it to be, I feel like.
No.
As Edric with a floater, it's not going to go.
No, they're catching, throwing and catching. And you almost need to play hot potato, as Allie Spalding said last week.
Leisure for 3, that's off. White with another rebound. Arnold, they're going to say a tip
Arnold
ball.
poked it away, yeah.
And Arnold disagrees wholeheartedly.
So run it down again. Royals have Jacob Spalding, Silas Spalding, Edric Miller, Landon O'Neill, and Drew White on the floor. Broncos have Arnold, Starkey, Gothrop, Leisure, and Johnson. Jake Spalding to his brother.
Pump fake, step back on Johnson, and the mid-range shot's off.
Oh.
Miller fighting for it, and he can't get it.
Eddie was there, just that ball took one extra bounce on the rim, and Eddie couldn't get to it.
And Daleville's going to need a timeout here.
I've got a host of replays here I think I want to show. Let's check out some of these guys. That was that foul on Arnold that we didn't like.
This is Drew White's layup.
Just takes it all the way to the opposite side of the rim. Drew just kind of puts his head down and he's going to go, you know.
Yeah, and he's pretty big. It's going to be tough to get in front of him and stop him. And then there's his rebound. That
rebound
probably hurt.
Cole, that was that wraparound pass. That was beautiful.
That's the pass of the night.
Oh, yeah. The dime of the game. If somebody wants to sponsor the Dime of the Game award, let us know. We already have the Paxton Farms Player of the Game, but if you want to sponsor the Dime of the Game, just contact us.
We could make it the Paxton Farms Pass of the Game.
I'm trying to get more sponsorship, you know.
Understandable.
So Camden Leisure with it.
Looks like they ran a play for Arnold. It just wasn't there, and he's going to throw it away. Yep. He tried to throw it off Spalding, and White ends up with it. And White will set up the offense.
I thought Drew was just going to put his head down and go to the rim.
Eastern still up by 10. There hasn't been a lot of scoring here in the fourth quarter.
No.
Drew with the ball.
4 minutes to go here.
Silas is going to give it off to Drew, and that was almost stolen, and Landon's going to pull it from the elbow, and it's off
just not
back
there.
iron.
That's the shot he's been hitting so consistently lately.
And Spalding's going to get the charge.
Let's see that one.
Maybe a little bit of an acting job, but I think it was mostly there.
It wasn't the weakest charge I've seen called.
As Jacob blows by Starkey, and he's
no good on his floater, but Drew's
White
right
with
there.
The board. He's going to give it off to Jake. Jake to Silas. Silas for 3. It's good.
That's it.
And the lead is now 13 with about 3 minutes left here in the game. As they're going to kick the Leisure on the wing. Still, the ball movement really isn't.
It's not fast enough.
No.
We said it earlier.
And they'll very seldomly hit the high post, and they don't drive in. It's really just dribble left and right. And
again, this is a team that
as Drew,
Landon's going to drive, finger roll, no. This is a team, as I said, in the first half they were good, but as they've gotten tired, they've gotten undisciplined, you know. And I think if they're playing another team that's only playing 5 or 6 guys, they're going to be really tough to beat. But I think their struggle is going to be depth.
And we have a foul call on number 11.
That's
that is
Jacob Spalding. Like their games, looking again at Daleville, their games that they've won close. They've all been fairly, I mean, other than Elwood, close games. The games they've lost, I know when they played Shenandoah only had 5 guys. They had a bunch of guys out. It was their first game of the season, I think.
As Dylan Scott is checked in for Starkey here. Leisure.
Gothrop in the short corner.
He had Scott there in the corner there.
And again, just
they hold it on.
I know.
They hold on to it for so long. I think their coach is trying to tell them to move the ball. And here's the fast break.
Nice
Silas,
pass from
pump
Drew up to
fake,
Silas.
and
Oh. Now a foul on Scott there. I'll put Silas Spalding at the line.
Looking to increase the lead to 15 here with these 2 free throws.
So Silas averaging 12 a game, 4 rebounds. He had a big game against Westdale last game with 7 rebounds. And impressively shooting 92% from the line. He was 12 of 13 prior to that shot. Now 13 of 14.
And the second free throw is also good, giving Eastern a 15-point lead with about 2 minutes left here in the game. And they feed it underneath Cole.
Oh, Cole tried to get a block on Gothard. Jake Spalding, guarded by Scott.
Man-to-man press here. And
just be patient here, guys. We don't need shots right now.
Daleville trying to get a late comeback here.
I just don't know if they have the firepower.
They might. That 3's off.
Johnson's going to get over the back and send Landon O'Neill to the line. That's their 10th, so Landon's going to be shooting 2.
If Daleville is trying to come back, they're going to have to be quicker on offense.
Yeah. I mean, a minute 22, they're down by 13. And, again, they're just not moving it quick enough. And I haven't, you know, outside of Arnold, we just haven't seen enough three-point shooting.
And we did get lucky there. Arnold missed a wide-open 3.
Yeah.
As Landon O'Neill is going to reset his streak again here.
Yeah.
Just letting you guys know he's human. He's not like a robot that just puts everything in.
Somebody down here to the right of me just stomped really hard on the bench. Or on the bleacher. I don't know who that would have been.
Landon splits the free throws. As Leisure, I thought he had an open look. As Scott will take it, and that's short. Rainbow with the rebound.
I like the way when Cole grabs a rebound, he's not going to let anybody else grab it, you know.
Yeah, that's his ball. Landon.
Good job, Landon. That was
kick it back out.
He could have gone up with that and shot the layup, and he said, "No, I'm just going to reset this." You know, make them foul us. Very unselfish play there by Landon. Arnold with the foul. We'll put Rainbolt at the line. Cole Rainbolt, again, only averaging 6 a game. He's above that tonight already.
And Cole misses the free throw. And like you said earlier, like Daleville wanted to keep us in the 50s. Well, they haven't even got the 50s.
No, I thought if you told me this game was going to be, we only score 56, I would have said that we would have been in trouble, but we've done a good job on defense.
As Leisure.
Out to Arnold.
Arnold's going to drive baseline. He's going to
good job by Drew of sagging
Leisure
off and cutting
fakes
off.
the pass. He's going to get a 3 off. And
Landon rebounded it, but Landon stepped out of bounds. He wanted a push on Johnson, but didn't get it.
I feel like once you're up a certain amount in like games with 30 seconds left, you're not going to get the calls. It's going to be more towards the team that's down, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree.
As Arnold's going to miss a 3. And
let's see if they foul.
Like
nope.
they were going to foul.
Their coach is saying don't foul, don't foul.
And
Landon's going to dribble it out.
Easton's going to improve the
8-0.
For the first time ever.
First time in school history that the Royals have started off 8-0. And 3-0 in MEC play. So the Royals, like I said, will move to 8-0. 3-0 in the conference play. Daleville will move to 3-4. 2-3 in conference play.
And their next game will be January 8th at Wapahani.
And we will probably not be at that game. Wapahani streams those games. So we will probably not be there because it's at Wapahani, but we'll let you know closer to the date. Let's see here. Who are we going to pick for our Paxton Farms player of the game, or do you want to wait and see the stats?
I would like to see the stats, because I think everybody played a really solid game.
Nobody just jumped out at me like, hey, this guy definitely should be the player of the game. I think it was a balanced game. We saw probably a lot of guys with 5 or so points, as we wait for those stats to come in there.
And that's what this team has. It's very good because of how balanced it is.
Yes.
There's no one guy that you can key on.
We can go ahead and give our Fan of the Game award to Mr. Corey Hilbert, Fan of the Game. Also the cameraman of the game. Thank you, Mr. Hibbert, for running the camera tonight. You did a great job. We appreciate it.
I think he's won that award about a couple 100 times at this point.
At least 60 times. I know that. I can't tell you the exact number, but it's a lot. So here's our stats. So again, what did we say? Balanced. Landon, 13. Jacob Spalding, 12. Cole Rainbolt, 9. Silas Spalding, 8. Cyrus Burton, 7. Zach Arnold, 4. Drew White, 2. Edric Miller, 2. I mean, just beyond balance there.
Yeah. If you want to name someone, you can. I don't.
I'm going to pick one because I'm looking at all the other stats, not just points. Cole Rainbolt, 9 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds, 1 steal. Just a really good game for Cole overall. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to them because he's our second leading rebounder tonight. Had the most assists on the team, and right there in points, hit 2 of 4 from 3. So I'm going to pick Cole as our Paxton Farms player of the game. Royals didn't hit a lot of threes, only 7 threes tonight. A couple things. We look at records, like school records. We said Landon, coming into this game, was sitting at 18th with 730 career points. He had 13 tonight.
So he's moved into 16th now.
He's now 16th with 743. He passed A.J. Meggie and Kyle Barentine. So Landon O'Neill up to 16th. Cole Rainbolt. Cole hit 2 threes, which gives him 73 career threes, which he's still in 19th, right behind Mike Kidwell and Kevin Wright. Silas Spalding hit 2 threes, which pushed him up to 53, past Matt Bricker and Victor Vince.
So now he's tied at 23rd.
With Brady Smith and Tyler Castle for 53 career three-pointers. Landon also, we looked at field goals. He hit 3 field goals tonight. Pushed him just past A.J. Meggie for 21st all-time for career field goals made. So a lot of those career records were right there just moving on up the record boards. again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Hopefully next game we can get a post-game show with Coach Bechtel with his thoughts, and we can start that tradition. So, again, for Turner and I, thanks for tuning in.